and welcome to SMART, the show where we investigate art. I'm here today in West Belfast and I'm about to meet a group of young people from the Upper Springfield Development Trust. Hey guys, I don't know about you, but I'm so excited to go down to Sean's studio and to learn a little more about photography. But before we head off, why don't we have a little talk about what photography means to us? What kind of photos do you have in your house?
There's family photos, photos of holidays, photos of my granny and my aunties, and family photos of everyone.
And why do you think they are so important that they have to be on display in the house?
Because there were certain moments in the lives that we try to remember them.
And what's the best photo you've ever taken?
At the X Factor concert of Ben Haney.
And why was it so important to get a good picture of him?
Because he was the winner and that's who I liked the most out of it.
So what do you think makes a good photograph?
I think the colour of the photo and the angle that you've taken the photo in.
Well, I have this friend Shen, and he's a professional photographer. And I think he'll help us investigate a little more photography. Sean, me and my friends take photos on Instagram and on our phones all the time, but we don't really know much about the origins of photography. Could you tell us a little more about it?
What makes a good photograph?
There's two essential things that make a good photograph. Composition is the way you structure a photograph. It's how you frame a photograph. The other one is lighting, so it's not too bright and it's not too dark.
If I take a bad photo on my camera, I can fix it, but how do you fix a bad photo on film?
Okay, so you've taken the photograph, you've processed your film. This is the film process. You've done your contact sheet, and then you look at it and you realise that's a bad photograph. It's too bright. I go into the darkroom and I will do a print of it, and I will compensate for the print here that's too bright, because in the darkroom, the enlarger also works like a camera. It will add less light into the paper. Thus, that will make this a properly exposed print. And I will do the reverse if it's too dark.
We can pick filters on our phone. Can we pick filters on analog?
First of all, the origins of filters started with 35mm cameras. You're literally putting a filter on top of the lens, and that creates a certain effect. So that polarizing filter will make the sky and the clouds, give them good contrast, so the blue's going to be really blue.
Sean, I think we can all agree we've definitely learned a lot since we came in here. But would it be possible for us to borrow some of the cameras and maybe go out and practice?
That's an excellent idea. We've had all the theory, now let's put it into practice. To look through the camera, you look through here, the wee eyepiece. To focus it is the outer ring. See on the lens here? This is your outer ring, this is your focusing ring. So to practice get it in focus, put the circle in the middle of the lens around this edge here. Point at a straight line. So you want to get this straight line sharp. You put the film into here, okay? So we'll bring it across. You shove the film into it, that catches it. Once you see it catching, you close the back, and then those first two rolls of film have been exposed to light, so they're just going to be round, they're just going to be dark. So we wind on two more shots, 1, 2, and then we're ready to go. Get the needle in the middle, get it in focus, wound it on, take a shot. Very good.
Sean taught us a lot about photography today, but what are the main tips that you took away from it out here at the market?
Well, first of all, you have to make sure that your camera's in focus, because there's no point, like he says, that you can't fix a blurry photo. You can
fix a photo that is like it's too bright or it's too dark, but you can never fix a photo that's out of focus.
Can I get a wee shot? Maybe a wee photograph of you, maybe holding up a couple of your, just one of your boxes up, or.
How did you deal with approaching people for pictures? What did you say to them?
Well, first we were shy, and then we more or less just asked them right away, and we got to talk with them first, and then we asked for a picture. So we got to know them first.
Well, I took one up there, and there was a seagull like on the top of the wee van that it's on. But I also like the one where there's a man there serving the woman. Yeah, I like that one. But I told them what I was doing, but I just let them like know, like just pretend that you didn't see me doing it.
Look towards the camera. So this is the dark room. The development film has to be done in complete darkness. So the first thing we're going to do is take the film out of the camera. When we're taking the shots, we're pressing the button and weighing it on. So we're going to press my release button at the back. Take this arm out here, and then I'm going to wind it back in. The film's inside, it's in the dark, it hasn't been processed, so it's ready for the chemicals. It's 1 part chemical, 4 part water. So the first thing we're going to do is the negatives are now ready and they've all come out grand. We're going to cut the negatives into strips of 6, and then we can select which photographs we want to print in the dark room. We're not going to print everything up. The average rule of thumb is for every 36 shots, if you get 1 or 2 shots that you really like, you want to hang on the wall, that's a result. This is an enlarger. The film goes in here. It projects the image onto a panel here. Once we've exposed the paper, we take the paper out, go over to our development tank, and the same process with the film. We put it into the developer, the image will come up. We will then put it into a wash to wash it, into the fix to fix the image so it doesn't go brown. We'll wash it for another 15 minutes, hang it up to dry. Hey presto, we've got a photograph. We've done a great job. We've finished all the work in the darkroom. What you've done good is composition. It's a natural shot. It was taken without the people posing. They're not looking until the camera. They're being natural. There's a good range of tones and it's in focus. But congratulations, you've got a good eye, and I hope you apply the skills that you've learned today to your digital cameras and your Instagram.
That's it from the Upper Springfield Group and I. We've had a great day investigating photography, and if you want to find out more about photography, why not check out some local photographers and see if they're having any workshops. And definitely tag along, I'm sure you'll learn a thing or two. That's it for now, bye!